The hot, searing Arizona summer heat is upon us. The daily triple-digit temperatures can prove to be dangerous, particularly for our homeless population.
Here's 2 bottles of water.
Desmond Anthony, a New Jersey native, has experienced living on the streets twice since moving here in 2006. The first coming after losing his father.
In 2017, my father passed away tragically, and so that kind of put me, kind of sent my wheels spinning and sent me into a little bit of a tailspin. To be frank, I was also, while living in a corporate world, I made myself into an oxymoron because I was also a drug user at the time as well. So I was struggling with drug use. Privately, no one would have known I was a functional addict.
That addiction kept Anthony homeless and on the streets.
Being homeless on the streets in Arizona during the summertime is a strenuous process. It's strenuous to be homeless as it is, but to be out there in the heat, you are oftentimes without water, truly. You're in direct sunlight, and I mean all day long. It's hard to escape the sunlight simply because the urban camping laws and things like that to prevent you from being able to do so, which makes sense. But at the same time, it's also, if you're without financial resources of any type, it's hard to find a place where you can just kind of seclude yourself and at least cool off. Not to mention, it's hard to remain camped in the heat and things like that. I mean, you go without the air conditioning, you sleep uncomfortably because, I mean, even our evening temperatures are at 96 degrees and things like that. So when you find temperatures that are you go from hot to hotter 24/7, your body, you exhaust your body often, and it's very hard to keep up with.
Here's your sack lunch. Here's your water. You're so welcome. Thank you for everything.
Once you've experienced a summer of homelessness, if you're stubborn, like I was for a while, and you continue to want to live out in the streets so that you can do what you want to do freely, which was, at that time for me, it was drugs.
A year later, Anthony was able to get off the streets and clean himself up thanks to the help and services of St. Vincent de Paul.
And this is my dorm right here.
But last year, Anthony relapsed, lost his home again.
This is mine, this is where I am, and so this is where I spend some of my time.
Leaving him homeless and on the streets yet again. And fortunately for him, back at St. Vincent de Paul, where he made an impression his first time around.
This is where we rest until the next day.
What always stood out to me about him is his politeness, his smile. He was always smiling and, always just kind, like whatever, services he need from us, it was always with a smile.
And it's pretty quiet. There's a lot of people in here. I believe there's probably about 40, maybe 40 different men. For me now to be in this shelter it's a blessing. I have a place to sleep. I have air conditioning. I have blankets. I have a shower every single day. I have meals all day long. I have snacks. I have people who really do care. There are individuals that show how much compassion and their will to be of service. Write down a to-do list of all my different things that I got to do for the day.
Anthony appears more committed and serious this time around, even enrolling in college at the University of Phoenix while working 2 part-time jobs.
Bible reminder every day. My focus. I just have a desire for life. I've always loved life and living, but this time I have a desire for life. I realize the things that I sacrificed in my own addiction, and I'm in recovery right now. So, and that for me is emotional, but because I'm proud of myself, I'm happy, but I'm thankful to God. I'm thankful to God that I have my family. I'm thankful to God that I have people like this place. I've told you, I shared my experiences as well with Pastor Cristo over in Mesa, but Phoenix, this is where I live, and so this has been, St. Vincent de Paul has been my refuge, but it's also been building blocks for me to be able, and stepping stones for me to be able to get back up from a crawl to a walk. Yeah, hey Quincy. This is Grace, and that's my friend Quincy. I'm 69 days clean and sober right now. I'm still attending through Taro's. I'm still attending intensive outpatient program, which is working for me. This is Bobby.
Anthony has worked in banking financial services for 17 years, a field he's hoping to return to.
He's waiting on a background check from Chase, which is a job that I believe that he's highly desirable job that he wants.
This is my case manager. Bobby's a good guy. Hopefully it'll work out at JP Morgan again, which is where I used to work for 8 years. As soon as I get a chance just to get back on my feet, get some housing and a vehicle and continue to finish school and just do what I do best, and and thrive and live soberly. That's what I'm excited for.